We're getting to the end of Season 1, which means that new guns are going to be coming out, new overpowered weapons will be coming out, and these guns in this list are definitely one of the most overpowered guns in Season 1 on Modern Warfare 2. So I'm going to show you guys some classes in this video to show you guys the most overpowered weapons I've played with so far, whether it's ARs or SMGs, and I'm going to tell you guys right now quickly before we get into the class setups, I'm going to jump into those in just a second here. There's going to be two M4 classes in this video, and the reason for that is because one of them is amazing for long range and one of them is an SMG version of the M4, so you guys can go ahead and rock with that as well. Now I will say the M4 that is made for range and made for like lack of recoil is disgustingly broken in Warzone 2 as well, so you guys could definitely use it there. Now I don't want to waste anybody's time, so let's jump straight into the classes. Most of them are going to have the knife, stim shot, frag grenade, and then for the perk packages we got double time scavenger, cold-blooded bird's eye, and dead silence. I mean, almost every single one of my classes is pretty identical to this right here, whether it's a knife, sometimes it's gonna be a handgun, but I don't really use them, so they're not really leveled up much, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's get into the actual class setup for this one right here. This is the long range M4. You guys can check out all the attachments. It's really good, it's disgusting, and it'll definitely draw people no problem. So you got the muzzle, which is the RF Crown 50. This gives you all sorts of recoil control, vertical and horizontal. You go into the tuning, we put the ADS all the way up, and we put the gun kick control all the way up as well. We got the barrel, which is the high tower 20-inch barrel. This gives you bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. In the tuning, we're going to put the recoil steadiness all the way up, and we could put the ADS speed up for multiplayer, but when you're playing Warzone, I really recommend putting the damage range up rather than the ADS. But for the sake of multiplayer, we're going to throw the ADS speed all the way up on that one. Going to the next attachment, we got the Slimline Pro Optic, and for the tuning, it's ADS and close. I feel like that's the best. It just looks the nicest, and if you put it to far, it just makes the gun look weird. Now, the one thing that's amazing on this gun, but it looks out of place, is the stock. The stock looks bigger than the gun itself if you look at it carefully, but it is really good. So you get aiming stability, which means when you're aiming down sights, your gun's not going to be swaying all over the place, but it also gives you recoil control. And then in the tuning, you could put the ADS speed up, which is amazing, and you get even more aiming idle stability if you max that out too, so that's pretty cool. Now for the rear grip, we got the Sakin at ZX grip, which is pretty much just recoil control. Then you go into the tuning, you get ADS and sprint to fire speed, and that wasn't all the way up for some reason, but they should be. So yeah, that's it for this class right here. Like I said, man, this one's good for multiplayer. You can test it out for sure. It's gonna draw people at mid and long range, but if you guys are looking for an M4 class that's good at close range and could compete with most SMGs in the game, check out this class right here, guys. This one is actually disgusting. So this one is awesome because we got the X10 Havoc 90 muzzle, which I think is the same one. I think actually on the other one we ran the RF Crown 50. This one right here is the X10 Havoc 90, which gives you horizontal and vertical again, because we will need that somewhere on this gun, because the rest is going to be built mostly for quickness, sprint to fire and all that, so you're going to want that on. And instead of ADS, we're going to put the recoil stabilization and the gun kick control all the way to the max, and this makes this gun feel really steady even if you use it as an SMG, but don't use it at long range. I'm warning you guys right now, don't do it. If you do it, it's on you. Go into the barrel, we got the Tempest Trench Pro for movement speed and ADS speed. In the tuning, we're going to put again the recoil steadiness all the way up, and thank God ADS speed is not attached to recoil steadiness, it's on its own. We could throw that all the way to the max as well. You don't need damage range, we're using it as an SMG on smaller maps, you don't need that at all. Going to the optic, it's the same thing, the Slimline Pro, and then we got ADS and close, obviously, and then the stock, which is not tunable, is the Demo D50 buffer tube for that awesome sprint to fire and ADS. All the other stuff we don't really care about. And then for the actual rear grip, we're going to go with the Phantom grip for even more sprint to fire and even more ADS. And the tuning right there, you're going to put both of those to the max. So that's the two M4 classes. We got 3 more guns left on this list, and one of my favorite guns in the entire game right here is this one, and the Hurricane is disgusting. All right, it's my first platinum gun, man. I don't chew gum on this game. Anyways, yeah, so it's my first platinum one. It's the first weapon I ever got platinum. I love it, but I never made a video on it until the other day. I don't know why. It's just really good. This class, it might look long, it might not look that great, but it is a disgusting class. So the muzzle is the X10 RR40. We're really only using it for damage range and recoil smoothness. In the tuning, you're going to put the ADS up, but you're also going to put the bullet velocity up, because if you're playing with this gun on a little bit of a larger map, you're going to want that bullet velocity. You're going to want it to hit instantly. If you don't like the recoil, definitely put the recoil smoothness up, but I mean, I like the recoil on it. I find it very easy to control. Going to the barrel, it's the FSS Cannonade 16-inch. We're again only using this for damage range, but you do get hip fire accuracy and bullet velocity, which is cool. In the tuning, we're going to put the recoil steadiness all the way up, and instead of the ADS speed, I put the damage range all the way up on it, and I found it to be pretty solid. Now, there is some games where I did play with the ADS up rather than the damage range, range because I was testing it. It's still nice, it's still whatever, but I like using this gun at mid-range, close range, long range. I like using it for everything. The optic is the Slimline Pro. Most guns in this game, this is what I run, and whenever I do, it's close and ADS speed that are going to be tuned all the way up. And I feel like, I just feel like some guns really need a sight. Their iron sights are too big, they take up too much of the screen, and you can lose the enemy in them, so that's why I throw that on. For the stock, we're going to go with the Demo Fade Pro stock. This gives you recoil control, and it is needed on the gun. And then for the tuning on that one, I left it blank. I didn't move it at all. I just left it where it is, and I felt like it was pretty good there. And for the rear grip, we got the X10 grip for sprint to fire and ADS. Now this one, obviously, I tuned it so the ADS and sprint to fire is all the way up. Now I'm going to show you guys this gun right here real quick before we move on to the last two guns, and you're going to see it is a solid gun. It is accurate. There's barely any recoil on it, and even at long range, it's not that bad if you're able to control it. So that's what I said. This gun is disgusting for all ranges. You want to use it. It's a nice gun, and it's insane. So the Hurricane is right there. Going down to another weapon on this list, we're going to look, well, I got this gun right here. I mean, I always use this. You guys can check it out. That's my sniper class. I'm not going to really go into the tuning. I'll just show you quickly here. Not going to go into details. So look at this as a bonus gun. It's not number 2 or number 1 or anything like that, but I do have a 1.4, near a 1.4 KD with this sniper right here, which is nice. That's the highest KD I've ever had with a sniper in any COD. This one's really good. It's my search and destroy class, but this is the gun I want to put in the number 2 spot, and that is the Atomic Flea. Now the Atomic Flea is not actually the Atomic Flea. It's the Vaznev 9K, as you guys can see right there, and it's a really decent class. So this right here, again, the Vaznev is really good. The underbarrel is the Bruin tilt grip, which gives us hip everything, like pretty much. And then you also get aim walking steadiness. Don't really care about that, but in the tuning, again, I left it where it is. Now you could throw the ADS up, but then it gets rid of the hip fire accuracy a bit. So I just left it where it is, down at 0. We'll leave it at plus 0.1. Okay, who cares? The muzzle is the S.H. Schlammfer 99. I'm not even gonna try to say that. So yeah, I mean, what you get on that? What am I doing? Yo, where am I going? What am I doing? Alright, so the tuning is ADS and bullet velocity. What you do get on this one is a lot of stuff. Recoil smoothness, recoil control, bullet velocity, and sound suppression. Sound suppression is useless in this game, so I don't even know why it's there. The barrel is the CAS 1.381mm for damage range, hipfire accuracy, and bullet velocity. This one too gives you damage range and all that. There's no barrel for this gun that increases ADS or sprint to fire speed, which is kind of unfortunate, and that's why in the tuning I put the ADS all the way up and I put the recoil steadiness almost all the way up. I'd say a little more than halfway up towards that one right there. The barrel is going to be the Otrazat stock for sprint speed and aim walking speed. Now you might be wondering why I'm not using the VLK stock list for sprint to fire and ADS. It might sound like the better option. It probably is the better option, but there's just way too much recoil. So I threw this one on instead, and then in the tuning we put the ADS up and the aiming idle stability slightly up. So for the final attachment on this one, it's the True Tac rear grip, and this is good because finally we get sprint to fire and ADS speed. And then in the tuning, you guys know, I mean, we got to do it, sprint to fire and ADS speed all the way up as well, because yo, you need that on this gun. But it's pretty good. I mean, like, the ADS isn't that bad. The ADS is pretty decent. You go for those mid-range shots, they're okay, we're gonna ignore exactly what happened there because I wasn't even trying to move my thumb. I let go of the joystick while shooting. So yeah, there you go. We're gonna go for the mid-range, we're gonna go for the close range, and it's really nice. Ignore what I did, guys. That's embarrassing. I'll keep it in the video anyways. And for the final weapon on this list, we have another gun that I really love, and I've given you maybe the exact same class, maybe something different. I don't know. This is the one I've been using for the whole past week, and this is a class that I really love for the cast-off 74U. So the muzzle is the RF Crown 50. You get horizontal, vertical. You guys know the drill, ADS and gun kick control all the way up. And then you got the barrel, which is the BR209 barrel for movement speed and ADS speed. And then we're going to put recoil steadiness and ADS all the way up. A laser. Now, this is the first class in this top 5 that I actually put a laser on. And it works. It just gives you ADS speed, but it works. That's it. There's no cons. No one can see your laser. No one can see a flashlight. That's all it is ADS speed. And it works. So yeah, throw that on. And then here we got the VLK stock list because the recoil control isn't too bad on this gun. So we could definitely utilize that ADS and sprint to fire speed. And we also get hip recoil control and movement speed with this too, which I think is actually pretty fair. So yeah, that's that right there. And then for the final attachment, we're going to make this video pretty quick here, guys, is the True Tac grip for sprint to fire and ADS. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. Let me know your favorite gun down in the comments below. And if you made it this far into the video, I want you guys to comment I made it down in the comments. Just let me know who actually watches the whole entire thing. And if you do, I truly love you guys, honestly. If you're not watching this far, then you have no idea that I hate you. And yeah, but it's okay, because if you are watching this, you know I love you. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.